Hi guys! I've been listening to quite a lot of my favourite music over the last couple of days. Don't know if it was kind of Valentine's inspired or whatever, but my kind of favourite Valentine's music probably isn't the same as everybody else's, because I quite like ones that are really quite heartfelt, which is totally normal, but probably the ones that are a little bit more depressing. My husband always says, you know, it's not very happy really, but anyway, yeah, so I wanted to do something that kind of, I don't know, it's quite hard to describe really, so something quite romantic but with a little bit of an edge. So I kind of felt quite inspired, and yeah, last year I started to watch quite a lot of the Twilight films and read the books, and it's not something that I did when everybody else did. I kind of saved it and decided to watch them all together, which I figured was quite intense, to be honest, and it lasted for about 2 or 3 months, where I just read every single book and tried to watch as many of the films as I could. And I just love the whole crazy romance of it. Completely impossible but amazing. So yeah, I've finished babbling now. I'm going to do Kristen Stewart. So this is just one, I've got a cover over here that I'm looking at, and it's from a magazine called Interview, and she's just got really lovely winged out, quite gothic-y, smoky eyes, and she's actually got quite kind of a burnt red lip. However, I'm not going to do the red, I'm just going to bring it in with a new feel more for spring, so perhaps this is like an evening look that you can do. So I'm not going to do the foundation first, because I'm going to be using quite heavy blacks, so I'll just have to use, I'll just have to do that after, so I'll start with the eyes. Okay, so I'll prime my eye to start with. I'm going to be using quite a lot of black, so I figure I'm probably going to need this. And all I've got to prime my face is a little bit of my oilator moisturiser. Oh, my cat, honestly. Every time I film during the day, Millie, it's crazy. Right, so, eyes. Okay, now I'm going to start this really messy, and I'm actually going to start with my eyeliner, which, you know, anyway. So I'm going to use my Avon supershock gel, because it's very messy, and I'm figuring I'm going for that kind of Kristen Stewart sort of messy, you know. I'm just not really thinking about my makeup, I'm just wearing it because, you know, that's how I work it. Okay, so I've just done that in the waterline, and I'm just going to start by taking this right in here. So I've done it in the waterline as well. I'm going to take it up and over here. Okay, so it's messy, it doesn't matter, I'm not really bothered if it's, you know, going everywhere right now. Okay, and I'm just going to smudge it out with an angle brush to start with. I don't want to make it too messy, so I'm just going to start moving it out, because I want the angle to come out up here. Okay, so you can kind of move this product around a little bit when you've first started. I would imagine it's going to set sometime soon. I don't really mind. Okay, so this look is quite a lot about the angle up here, and it really wings out. So I'm starting that by doing it just there. I'm going to start putting the shape of the rest of it in before I fill it all in, and then I can see where I'm going. So I'm using Urban Decay black palette, quite fitting really for what I'm doing, and Louise Young quite stiff crease brush that I use in quite a few others. So I'm now going to map out the shape a bit more. So with this, actually comes right in here. I know, crazy. You're thinking, what's she doing? What is that girl doing? So again, you know, I'm not that bothered if it's quite messy. Oh, that's the kind of shape that I want. I'm just going to take a 217 and just blend that out a little bit. Not so much the top edge, I don't mind that being quite sharp. Just blend this bit here and I can kind of bring it in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to fill all this in a minute, but okay, and it kind of sweeps up at this side. So now I've got that shape in, I'm going to start sweeping that at that side. Okay, so keep drawing it in, bring it underneath as well. And then with this one, I'm going to start pulling it up here, so I'm extending it right up to the edge of the brow. No, I wish my skin was a bit clearer for filming this, but hey, what can you do? Okay, so never done this look before, so we're just seeing how it goes. Okay, so I can now fill a bit more of this in. Keep adding some more on that corner because that's quite a lot of the look when the picture she's actually aimed downwards. So this is just peeking up over the top. And you know, if that shape there is not too clean at the moment, that's okay because I'm going to be doing my foundation things afterwards. Okay, so that's that there. Okay, so now I'm going to use a 239. So again, I might just do it with maybe not black, just to get a feel for it. I'm going to use the baraccuda colour. Very heavily pigmented, these. And just start filling in the rest here. However, I'm going to leave that part there a bit more clean. Okay. Just blend it together a bit more. Just work on the outside edge a bit more. I'll do this with an angle brush. I really want to control that corner shape there a bit more if I can. So quite blended out up here. Okay, I'll do the other eye now. Okay, so that's both eyes done. Just because from the visual she looks as though she's really got quite a lot of the wet look eyeliner and it's quite fresh, I'll just add a bit more of that in. Now obviously this isn't something that you can do while you're out and about, obviously, because that was for a photo shoot. That's what we've done. It's rather an unusual picture because she looks as well. It looks as though they've done kind of two halves, so it's hard for me to tell. However, it looks as though they've done it with really quite perfect skin. So we'll go for that. So that's just the MAC Prep and Prime, just to give me a nice smooth base with the silicones. Okay, so just be careful not to go over the bits that I've done there. So now I'm going to use, might use something a bit more fresh actually. So I'll use my Dior Nude Skin. Use MAC 130 brush just to really buff that in. Nice and pale, Kristen Stewart pale, you know. I don't know about you if you actually like Twilight or not. I guess you could kind of wear this look anyway, it's not necessarily that kind of thing. What I do find fascinating every time I watch the first film is obviously, you know, the characters, but as a makeup artist, the strangest thing, rather than, you know, how bad the foundation is and all that kind of thing, I really like Bella's eyelashes. The combination of the curly eyelashes and she's got really pretty curled eyelashes, and her brown contact lenses is just so pretty without making any effort whatsoever. If I could do that myself for every day, I would. Okay, so I'm just going to conceal under my eyes with my Garnier roll-on again. So nothing too heavy. I mean, obviously I need to cover under the eyes to show the black off. So I'm trying to keep it as far away from it as I can, so that I don't change the shape too much. But you can just help to clean up and work on your angles a bit more once you've got your concealer on. Yeah, you can kind of see where your angle's going. Right, so I'll just powder over the skin, and I'm using the Illamasqua loose powder, translucent loose powder. And then eyelashes don't seem to be a real big feature in this, so I'm just going to pop some of the Dior extase mascara that I'm using at the moment on there. And as I said before, I don't really want to add too much colour, so I'm just going to add a little bit of a kind of flush. Now obviously on Twilight she does have very pale skin, but just a tiny bit of colour to her cheeks to sort of differentiate her as being alive and the rest of them as not. So I'm just using a combination of Well Dressed and Spring Sheen by MAC. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this here, and it's literally just as though there's a tiny amount of colour. So bring the life back. She's still alive at the moment. Okay, and because in Twilight, Bella and quite a few of the other characters have also got quite a kind of peachy pinky, very matte lip, so I thought I'd glam it up a bit and do the similar colour, but just in that. Okay, kind of Kristen Stewart Bella inspired, perhaps the glam version of Bella. Who knows what she's going to look like. Yeah, I hope you like it. If you don't like Twilight, then it can be anything that you like really. It's just that I do, and I especially love that image. Okay, I'll be back again soon with another one. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon, bye!